Hey, how's it going? So last time I just built a lot, did a lot of building, and today I want to do a mission. I wanted to build a real quick and dirty boat. You know, sometimes you spend months or weeks, probably more like months, building something really beautiful. And I feel like when you are playing career, sometimes you just gotta go. You can't goof around for so long and have nothing to show for. So I'm going to build something real weird and yuck and cheap and nasty. I think what I'm going to do is like another kind of speedboat. Yeah, I want to put the seats as close as possible. Yeah. This is going to be like, I hope to have this done in 10 minutes. 10 minutes? Time me. Oh no. I've got 3 roll stabilizers now. This is what happens when you name stuff, when you name microcontrollers. So I'll explain this. So three microcontrollers, and they all say roll stabilizer. Now when I look in here, they all say roll stabilizer. If I come into the editor and I try and load a roll stabilizer, there's this one, the real roll stab, and then this one, roll stabilizer, and then I don't know where that third one is. This one here, wait, let me load that again. The real roll stab. This is the one I want to use. The name here is roll stabilizer. So this name is what's being displayed in that menu. So you change this. You have to make sure your naming is consistent everywhere, otherwise you'll just lose stuff. So I've named it here the real roll stab, and when I save it, I need to save it, like you can call it anything else. So this is like what's in here doesn't matter. This name doesn't appear anywhere. So I call it the real name, override the real roll stab. The name here in this design view, that's what appears. So now when we come back into here and we go roll, we should have a real roll stabilizer. And it's this one way down the end because now it starts with a T. So little quirks about how Stormworks saves things, but once you get used to it, you'll be fine. Okay, well, there's my boat, quick and dirty. That only took me half an hour. And this is the first time I've spawned it, so I don't know what this is like. It seems like it floats. We've got coordinates, and the time is all overlapping, which is not so good. This is my lights button. Got some lights, that's good. I should make that do the backlights as well. Here's my engine. My engine's not going. Why is my engine not going? That's why my engine's not going. I didn't move this when I moved the engine. I need my air scoop. I think it could be a bit close to like going underwater, but here we go. I should put an RPS dial. We should be good to go. Now, does it turn? My hinges. I also don't have a way to engage my clutch. What do I do about that? Clutch. I can get an auto clutch, I suppose. Did I save it? Yeah. So my steering problem, what's happened there? I think it's just when I put these down, I put them in mirrored and didn't consider flipping one of them. Man, they turn way too much though. My clutch isn't working. Or it could be working and the power not going through. That's something I would do. So this pipe goes into a fluid port. Wait a minute. Yes. That is not fast at all. 14 knots. Turns like a champ though. And stalls. Why did it stall? Why did it stall? It might be because of air. Could be because of exhaust. Most things will stall because of exhaust. Yeah, I didn't put reverse in either. It's pretty typical, I think. We're running. We're going. Yeah, you can see some exhaust particles now before you couldn't, so I think there must have been some piping issue. What I need to do though is change how my steering works. So here we are. Only an hour later. The way I was doing this with the steering, I was going to use thresholds, but there is some logic here that like I just don't understand right now. And that's fine. No, nothing wrong with that. I know I've done it before, but I can't figure it out right now. So the solution is join the official Stormworks Discord and just say, hey, look, I've got a problem. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm real dumb at the moment. Can someone help me? Because that's exactly what I've just done, and I've got help. Someone has figured out this function for me. It was trapdoor. He's very smart. So I can just chuck this in, tell people what you want. They'll work it out. They'll give you something to use. And it'll just save you so much time pulling your hair out, trying to figure out how things work. So now we are all working. I'm not going to spawn it in right now because there's no missions out here that I want to do. So I'm going to go sleep and then find a mission. If I can't find a mission, I might just go for a hoon and see. Yeah, because this is a new world, so there might be crates around that I haven't found. I should check up here, actually. Any crates? No crates. Okay. Rishi 1 casualty. What is this? Oh, new mission. Oh, I can do that. What is this? Building is on fire. Yeah, I can do that. It's the middle of the night. The trick for coming down those stairs real fast, you want to, let me go back here. You want to come launch yourself off here. Okay, so you're aiming for that point there. You want to launch yourself, just get your feet to tap the top there. And then you're still going so fast and you can just come straight down there. So key, turn my lights on. Now where am I going? I think it's the other way. I don't know if this will come out very well in the video. That is the island I'm going to. It's the creative base. I don't know what this is called. Coast Guard Outpost. That's where we're going. This is the fuel, the airport island, I suppose. And then that looks like one of those islands with the abandoned castle thing on top. I might check those out on the way back and look for some crates. -8 2000. Yeah, I think this is where I'm supposed to be. The problem with the GPS coordinates and a 1x1 display is they all just get cut off. So this could be like 720,000. There could be a million zeros over there and you wouldn't know. Oh, here we go. There it is. There is the fire. I'm not actually sure if there are any ladders around here for me to climb up. I might have to go into the like workbench area and then climb up. It'd be good if I had like night vision goggles or something. I'm looking for a ladder. Is there a ladder? Turn all this off. I've got my fire extinguisher all ready to go. The easy way to tell if you're putting out a fire is the like real choppy gradient goes away. We're all extinguished, so is this the casualty? No. There was a casualty, wasn't there? Oh, it was just put out a fire. Okay. Well, I turned my boat off, so I should be good to like find a bed and sleep through the night. I think this is like a 60,000 or 80. 150? Man, land prices these days, eh? I'm just checking for crates. I don't think there's anywhere to sleep in here, but there might be a crate. Wow, what? What? What happened to that door? It won't let me through either. The door's gone. I saw it pop up. There it is. Where was it? Whoop! I don't know. This game. This game. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Maybe I'll just sleep and see if I can get another mission during the day. Oh, at beginner outpost. That's where I need to go back. The green boat shed is on fire. Wait, I was reading that. Oh jeez, what the hell? What is this? What the hell? Can I get turned around at least? Okay, here we go. Forwards. Well, now that it's daytime, I'll do a little photo mode tour of the boat. So this is the boat, the quick and dirty. So I was going for sort of a speedboat kind of look. I wanted to do some outboard motors. I actually wanted to use these air rams as exhaust, but it didn't want to send the fluid in through the hinge and then up and out for some reason. So that is not happening. And I need to turn a bit here. We need to be going east. So we've got the outboards. I'm using 2 of the small propellers on these, on each of them. So it should be 20,000 motor force or whatever on each outboard. So I've got 40,000 total, I think. It's basically the same as having the azimuth propeller, but it only takes up like 2 blocks of height. So it's pretty good, and they're pretty happy there to just be smashing into each other, no problems. Exhaust is just getting dumped out the bottom because of the said problem before of not wanting to come through the hinge. I've got a little ladder on each side. Got some white deck lights, 2 on each side. And then I just sort of scattered the hoses and cables and other equipment around on the back of it. At the back I've got a winch and just a little winch instrument panel there. Got a little hatch to get down below deck if I need to fix the engine. And then behind the driver's seat is the emergency transponder or the locator beacon. So you push the button, the beacon turns on, and the buzzer beeps as it gets closer. And then up the front we've got seating for 8 passengers and 1 passenger beside the driver as well. And I bet I'm not going east anymore. I didn't really want to be bothered doing a lot of instrument panels and things, so I just put everything as dials and buttons, which is totally fine. It's just a really quick way to do this. And I just put the bare minimum things on here, so fuel, battery, engine RPS, the speed and knots. The clock over there is what I'm using for my don't get lost unit, so I thought I could just put it here so I can see it. Yeah, it's pretty bare bones. I'm using a lot of existing microcontrollers that I already had, and that's sort of the key to being able to get going really quickly. If all your logic is already done, you can just start slapping things down really quickly. So like I've got the don't get lost unit, which does my GPS, time and direction or heading, outputs all that for me. I've got a speed converter which converts the speed sensor from meters per second to knots or kilometers or miles per hour. I've got a winch controller, so I can just chuck a winch down wherever I want, and just I have to set up the instrument panel every time, but I know that it's the up and down on the left and on the 2 left side buttons, and then the right is a gauge at the top and a switch at the bottom. And then the channels are just 1, 2, 3, 4 going left to right, top to bottom. I've also got a roll stabilizer on this. You know what I don't have is a bilge pump. Big old long engine. I just put a single gearbox, so it's doing like 2 to 3 or something, and then reverses on that as well, so 1 to -1. All my microcontrollers down the back. I've got one big fuel tank. The W to S throttle control, so I can sit in my seat and use the lever as throttle. Yeah, it's pretty basic, really. A bilge pump would have been good though, because otherwise I'm going to open this hatch and eat a whole bunch of water and we're going to sink. I'm using my roll stabilizer, but I'm stabilizing pitch. So that's what all those little fins on the end of the outboard are. They're all connected to my pitch stabilizer. And that's why we're staying pretty level. The wind's not really too high, so yeah, there's no real big issues with that. I'm definitely going the wrong way. West? I need to be going west, don't I? To get back? Never? No, I need to be going east. Where am I? Did I come up here? I did. South? That's east. Wait, that's east. I think the time going over the heading is making it hard to understand which way I'm going. But also like screwing around and hopping below deck's not helping, so. The other thing I could have added was the heading hold. I haven't really finalized that into its own microcontroller yet, it's only on one of my boats. But that would be really helpful to just have along the WS, because those are things that I always put in a boat. Or at least things I would always want in a boat. For some reason, my RPS has dropped. It used to be up around 10 and now it's like 7. I don't know why, but I think some water might have gone in there. It could be something to do with the waves, like the direction they're going. Maybe they're pushing too much on the boat and the load is weird, but I think some water's just got in my air manifold. I have the Discord open and they're talking about cooling and that just made me think there's no cooling on this boat. It's just it's not cooled at all. The engine controller I use though is the ZE modular engine controller, and that has an what's it called? It'd be like a overheating protection system. So it's detected that the engine has no cooling and has got too hot, and it's lowering the RPS so that the temperature doesn't rise too much. So I am limping back basically, back to base, and then I can put some kind of cooling system on this. I hope someone noticed that I didn't put any cooling on this and mentions it. So coming back into beginner, and I think there's one person over on the hospital island that needs picking up for the impact event that's going to happen, and there's one person on the airport island as well. So I'll take the fire extinguisher for now. I want to put the fire extinguisher back though, otherwise I'm going to have 2 fire extinguishers. Okay, mission complete. Now I need some cooling. So the easiest way to do this is going to be going to symmetry and just put down some pipes. Put down the cooling manifold, then put down a pipe, and then go for a pump. I'm going to use a small one because I want to retain the ability to walk up and down the side. So I'll put a pipe on the back here so water comes in from the ocean through that manifold, out this manifold, and then out into the ocean. That's the easy way to do it. And then you just turn these pumps on whenever the engine is on. So I'll get over to the hospital island and grab that person, and then go over to this airport island. And then I guess we have to go like over to the research base or back to the creative base. I kind of want to have a look for crates, but I think I'm not going to have enough time. This must be the guy. Yep. Yeah. I really like this little seating thing up the front. It's the kind of space that would otherwise just be used as, I guess, to create more buoyancy, or I don't know what you'd really put in there. There's such a like low height boat on this. There's not enough space to put anything really in there. Maybe the engine, if you wanted to shuffle everything around, put the engine up the front. But yeah, I think having this little seating thing, it works really well. And there's so many seats in there, 8 seats. I think I'm just going to zoom in here. This island is actually probably high enough that it doesn't go underwater when a impact event happens. I don't know if crates can spawn up there. They probably can, but don't have time to check. I don't want to get caught in this wave. Whoa! I don't think I touched the ground at all until I got onto the water. I don't know if I hooked up my reverse input to my pitch stabilizer. So it's like trying to suck the boat underwater when it's going backwards. But there we go. 2 survivors, and we just need to get away from this area. So from where we are now, probably like north, mostly west, but a little bit north. And we've made it. I wonder if I can turn around in here. Oh, yes. Okay, it seems like my clutch is engaging kind of funny, but being able to turn around like that is awesome. So I think I'll, what do I want to do? I'm going to turn the boat off. Pick up one of them, get the other one to follow me. Hopefully this works. Where am I? What is going on? One? Where's the other one? Oh no, where is the other one? Oh, don't get away from the propellers. Okay. Follow, follow. What are they looking at? Probably looking out for ghosts. There you go. So I think I will take my boat back to the outpost. I want to get back so I can despawn it, because I don't want to have it fight the wave. Where am I? Lights. I'll see if I can get back there before. Helps if I'm going on boards. See if I can get back there before the wave comes along. Otherwise, yeah, we might get capsized. Oh, there it is. Man, that's a lot of them as well. Usually, well, I mean, the last one I saw was like 3 of them. That was like 8. There we go. If I can hear the sirens, I must be within the circle. What island is that island? What are those islands? I think that one on the left there is the airport island. And then the one I can see here, the big one must be... Okay, so wait. This one here is the one, the big one. And then I can see the tower from this one. Oh my god, where did this island come from? So then I am here. Hopefully I can... Oh, you can see the wave there. I could maybe try and drive over this island. I'm gonna have to turn and face it, because if you are sideways, there's a really good chance you'll roll. So I'll throttle down and just slowly creep up it. Oof, that's not so bad. A tsunami's way worse than that. Oh, there's more? What? What? I've never seen that happen before. Forest fire, forest fire. So right now I'm going up around here. So I'm gonna come down from the north. This is gonna get way too loud when I get into the base. What am I gonna do? I don't want to mute the game, but those sirens. Yeah, now you can hear all the other ones. That's that island with the runway. Here comes the wave. I think I'm way closer to it though this time, so it's really small. I'm gonna get a picture for a screenshot. No, not like that. It was really good before. No, I'm not getting a picture. I wanted a picture on top of it, but I unpaused the game. To get back to beginner, you're pretty much looking for the radio tower. Red blinking light. I'm not sure what that lighthouse over there is. It might be the one... Where is that? It might be this one. Down by the inlet thing, but it's real far away, so... That seems a lot closer than that inlet. Let's get this returned. Well, there you go. Quick and dirty. We've got enough seats on board to rescue people. We've got engine access if we need to repair. We've got all the tools and equipment we need for pretty much everything. No rudders, which is good. So we're quite low. We don't really have too much chance of hitting anything if we get really close to the shoreline. We've got a winch. All in all, I think this is probably a really good boat. If you're starting career and you build something like this, you're really on the right track. And this probably only costs $10,000. Where's the $17,000? So you can build this with the starting money you get. And obviously you can decorate it a lot more, because I didn't really do a very good job decorating this boat. But yeah, you can see how fast it was going. We were getting about 34 knots, $17,000. I think that's a pretty good way to start a career. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.